Live in about 3 seconds. Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, we've got a lovely crowd here this morning, and most of you guys are from the Free State, aren't you, today? Oh, the Free State's on fire this morning. That's great. As Casper just said to you a minute ago, once you've got your apps on your phones today, make sure you then go and scan outside as well. Not only your profile pic, but scan outside, because that'll get you 2,000 XP for coming all the way from the Free State to one of our introduction presentations here today. All right, we're going to talk afterwards because we are live already. Welcome to all of you who are live with us around the country today. Very exciting what's happening at DuePoint around the country at the moment. If you aren't on fire for DuePoint yet, then you must be dead. That's the only alternative right now to what's happening with DuePoint at the moment. We're very excited to share with you what's happening and how we're doing it, how we are mastering, how we're becoming the Uber of network marketing and financial services in South Africa. That's what we're doing right now here at DuePoint. Ladies and gentlemen, DuePoint, if you're new here today, I'm going to give you a nice introduction. DuePoint is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. We're both a listed and licensed life and short-term insurance company. If you want to go find us on the JSE, look us up under Conduit Capital. If you want to find us on the FSB's website, go and look us up there. There's our FSP number. You can take as much time as you want getting comfortable with who you're dealing with here today. Constantia is, in fact, a 66-year-old insurance company now. 6.5 decades in the financial services space, so this isn't something new. Just this division, DuePoint, is new to the industry, but you're dealing with a solid, listed, well-established financial services company in South Africa. Now, what we want you to do first and always, most importantly, is get comfortable with the team that's here. We want you to know us, we want you to work with us, and we want you to find trust in us. The reason for that is because everything you do with DuePoint, you're going to end up doing with us. We've designed DuePoint for us to have communication and contact with you all the time, so we want you to know us and trust us. The most important fact about our team is that we're here. You guys have got to witness it. If you've come up from the Free State today, guess what? The bricks and mortar actually are here. It wasn't just something on the internet, okay? I was talking to some guys that were coming down from Limpopo yesterday, and they said, when are you coming up to Limpopo? I said, when you can put 200 people in a room. And they said, oh, never going to be. People won't believe us until they see you. I said, really? I must come up to Limpopo, just me. Why don't you tell them to come down and see everything we've made here if they're not going to believe what they can see online? Remember, this is 2017. In fact, we might as well call it 2018. Hey, we've only got 5 minutes left in this year. It's already 18 years after Y2K. 18 years after the world was meant to end. Hey, they just keep getting it wrong. There was 2012, and we passed that, and then it was 2016, we passed that. But we are 18 years into the future right now, okay? We can't go, I'm not going to believe you until I've seen the bricks. That's just nonsense. Then you have to stop using Google and stop using Facebook. None of you have seen their head office. None of you. So you can't now say, no, that's okay, but DuePoint is not. DuePoint is fully online. But we do want you to trust us as the team, and as you guys have got to see today, we're actually real people. I'm much shorter in the videos. I'm much taller in real life than in the videos. But, you know, you've seen us, we're real, and I want all of you who are watching us live today, you hear the people laughing, this is real. And most importantly, we're here in South Africa. This is a homegrown South African team and a homegrown South African company. You're not dealing with something that comes in from offshore, and there's always something new coming in from offshore and then disappearing 5 minutes later. This is the real deal, and we want to make this a lifetime exercise with you. So, know the team. There's me, Brendan Benfield, Senior Executive, Best Presenter at DuePoint. Then here's Rob. He's the second best presenter at DuePoint. He's our marketing guy. We've got Tim, he's our banking expert. We've got Stacey, our auditing expert. And we've got Jane, our direct selling expert. We've got all the skills, and we're here to help you through the process. So what is it that we do at DuePoint? If you're brand new here today, or if you're watching us new at around the country today, then you're going to want to ask the question, well, what is it that DuePoint does? Well, we've got two objectives. Our primary objective, ladies and gentlemen, is to put sustainable, controllable, reliable income in the hands of South Africans. That's the entire reason why we built the business DuePoint. Remember, we were already an insurance company. I could have carried on selling investment insurance products through all of our other call centers and all that. We wanted to be part of the solution here, so we created a division whose primary objective is empowering South Africans with reliable and stable income. That's our. Now, we hope that through that process we can start changing the circumstances of South Africans. Right now, we're all completely over-indebted. We're in jobs we hate. We're in jobs where we do not control our income. We're sitting in an economy that's failing on us, where prices are rising every day, and we're getting a 3% increase every year. I mean, I tell that story every night, so I can give you that summary in 4 sentences. That is the state we're in. And we want to put a tool in your hand that you add to your lives. You add it. It's not something that's going to replace what you're doing. Don't quit your job. If you've got a job, keep it. Be good at it. Because there's 35,000 people losing their jobs every single month. Keep your job, add this to it, and let this become the thing that gets rid of the debt in your life. Starts preparing an economic future for you. None of us have got economic futures in South Africa. We live hand to mouth every single month, and then when we can't work anymore, it's gone, and we are in crisis in South Africa. Crisis because there's nothing more coming in. Now, what we create with DuePoint is first the thing that covers the gap where you got your debt at the moment. We get rid of that. But then it creates an income that you can rely on when one day your other forms of income, like your employment, disappear. It's still there and it's still coming in. That's our primary objective at DuePoint. That is what we want to achieve. Second to that, we want to be able to be, like I said a little bit a moment ago, the Uber of financial services and network marketing. We want to be a company that connects people directly to us 24 hours a day. Yes, we have an office here, but we got one office. We don't have offices anywhere else in the country or anywhere else on the continent, but we're going to go everywhere because of the technology that we have. We can be everywhere at once. Right now, I'm broadcasting across the world. You can be sitting in Austin, Texas right now and be watching me live, because of the technology that we have. And we want to get out there and connect people to us as a company, as a product supplier, to our business, and we also want to be able to give them an opportunity to look into this financial services space. See if they want to be involved on a much more detailed level than they already are, because it is such a tough industry and such a regulated industry that most are shut out. We give them the opportunity now through our system to come into the financial services space. We call those two objectives the DuePoint system. The DuePoint system, super simple. Most of you know it already. It allows you to contract with us as a wealth engineer. As a wealth engineer, you've got one task. It's not selling, it's not presenting, it's not advertising, it's not advising. It's simply connecting people to DuePoint. Just connecting people to DuePoint. As you do that, you penetrate the market for us, DuePoint. We then come along. We make the sales as DuePoint into this penetration of the market you've created for us, and that makes money for us. It makes revenue for us. And when it makes revenue for us, we're in a position then to create that recurring extra income for you. Now, this is where the real freedom in our system comes. And I think this is where a lot of South Africans are missing the real value proposition of DuePoint. We create a recurring income, which means it comes in once a month, every month, reliably, a little bit like your salary. But we've had people say to us, no, I need something that's going to pay me on transaction. So when I sell my cream, I get my 10 Rand right now, okay? And when I sell my energy drink, I get 50 Rand right now. But if I'm not selling next month, if I'm lying in hospital or I'm so busy at work I can't do this, all of a sudden there is no 10 Rand. There is no 50 Rand. But with the DuePoint system, because we sell financial services and lifestyle products, and because they run on an automated debit order system, you don't get 10 Rand per transaction. You get the lump of income every month on the same day reliably. You know that even if you're super swamped at work and can't do anything with your DuePoint tool the entire month, that doesn't matter. You're still getting paid on the same day every single month. That is proper freedom. That's proper value. This peddling of good story does not help us ever. You might get lucky in 1 month, and then for 5 months nobody wants your product anymore. In the DuePoint system, every month that income comes in reliably. That's the freedom. It's the value that we propose to everybody who comes to hear the DuePoint system. Second to that, we also put into it, like we've said, a little bit of network marketing and direct selling, the tool to lever yourself, to leverage others to create greater success for you. Many of you are very busy. Number one excuse for either not doing DuePoint or quitting DuePoint: I don't have time. Number one reason. You'll see people come in here, they get so excited, they sign up. 2 days later, no, I don't have time for this. Folks, That too is very much what we're trying to solve here at DuePoint. How are you going to buy your time back? You don't have time at work. Your work is sucking up all your time and giving you nothing. Well, now let's apply a bit of time to this tool that creates this recurring income even when you're not working. And that means ultimately you buy your time back through the DuePoint system. And as most of you know, this is not an employment opportunity. I'm hoping you know this. If you watch my presentation, you know that this is not an employment opportunity. We're not hiring you here today. We're not recruiting or sponsoring or any of those 1990s concepts. Okay? This is just a tool. We put it in your hands and you can go for it. You take it. You don't have to do anything with it if you don't want, or you can do everything with it. It's your tool. You're independent of us. You will decide what you do. As you know, there is no risk in becoming a wealth engineer here at DuePoint. There's no risk. When these things come in from offshore, they say, no, you must buy this box. It's $180 US. You must buy that, then you're in. Okay? And then every month you must pay a $65 fee to be in. Or if you do some of the more local ones, you've got to buy 4,000 rands worth of stock. And then you've got to buy 1,500 rand every month, and you've got to pay a 180 rand fee or a 75 rand fee. At DuePoint, there are no fees for being a wealth engineer. There is no cost, no startup cost, no starter kit, no application form fees, no monthly fees in being a wealth engineer. By being a DuePoint product owner, you're automatically a wealth engineer. There's no additional cost in the process at any stage. And so you can become a wealth engineer immediately today. If you're not one already, once you've become a wealth engineer, you can immediately start building your channel because there's no cost for this tool that we put in your hands. Folks, it also does not require any qualification or experience. This is a very regulated industry. You know this already. You need to have written 2 regulatory exams to be in it. Years of experience, NQF level 5 education. Before you can even start, NQF level 5 means you need at least a BCom. Okay? Before you can even look at it. You can understand why 99% of the population cannot get involved. But we've opened the window with the DuePoint system to allow people to look in, to become involved without actually breaching any of the regulations with our system. So it is for everybody that can become wealth engineers with DuePoint. You're building an asset. Don't underestimate the value of this asset, folks. It's a real asset because your channels of distribution, this penetration of the market that you create for us, creates recurring income for you. Where you've got something that pays every single month like a business, then you can price it. When you can price it, you can sell it, and you can hand it over to the next generation. When you pass away one day, your children will automatically receive your channel as part of your estate. And it means that the income from that channel will flow to them throughout their lifetime. How much better is this than the debt you were going to give them? They were going to be paying for food you ate, paying for clothes you wore. You know, that's what was it. Now they get an asset with an income stream, one that they can choose to make larger during their lifetime as well, if they'd like to. But that is what we create here at DuePoint, and therefore it is of real value to you. It is also a system of complete convenience. We know from the past all the things we absolutely hate about direct selling and network marketing. It always gives you the shivers. You know, network marketing, you know, no. That's just, I'm not going to tell my friends, because it's going to ruin my, our egos get in the way when we do this. We know that. We understood. We didn't want to do it. So we sat down and we said, how do we turn this into a 21st century version? How do we make it so that it's no longer got any of those issues? Okay, well, first of all, no selling. Absolutely no selling in the DuePoint system. And this is a tough switch for many people to switch in their heads. No selling in the DuePoint system. At no stage are you involved in the sales transaction. Now, but how does it work then? No, we do the selling. DuePoint does the selling. All you do is the connection of people to us. So I still find people on Facebook trying to sell our products. The DuePoint system, Access Wealth, Wealth Guard, Wealth Points, they want to sell it. No, forget about the products. We contract you out of talking about them anyway with our code of conduct. Folks, we'll do all of that work for you. We make it convenient for you. And then secondly, of course, you don't have to do any presentations. That's the big fear. Oh, my word, I'm going to have to get people into a room and present to them. And no. As you know, there's only 2 people that present. Tim backs us up every now and then, but it's Rob and me. It's just the 2 of us. We do the presentations, and we do them Monday through Saturday for you. So you never, ever have to present. Your task, just connect people to DuePoint. How do you connect people to DuePoint? Only 4 ways. Only 4 ways, guys, to connect people to DuePoint. The first one is go to our information counter, buy one of our USB sticks. It's 170 Rand. It's got our presentations on it, plus a few other things for you. But it means that in your pocket all the time you've got our presentation. You plug it into a smart TV or a computer and laptop, and there we are on the computer presenting for you. Okay? Nice and easy. Then the second way is if, you guys are far away, most of you, but if you are close and in Gauteng, Monday through Saturday we present out of here. You guys watch us live. That's the fourth way. The fourth way to connect to people is through our live streams. Our live streaming every day, Monday through Saturday. When you know if we're on, you tune in. I'm imagining many of you have tuned in before and watched us live. Anywhere in the country, you can do it. But the third way, which is the most important way to connect people to DuePoint, is through our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel has everything on it. If you guys haven't been there already, today you go to our YouTube channel. You go YouTube, you search for DuePoint, and on there you will find every presentation we've ever done. You can go pick your favorite presentations, and you can show people them 24 hours a day, anywhere in the country. One click, there I am, full makeup, fresh, ready to do the presentation for you. You've got it at your fingertips. This is why you never have to come to the head office at DuePoint. When we say we're the Uber of network marketing, it's because you never have to actually sit in seats in a presentation room. You have us on your screen anytime, anywhere with DuePoint. Is a system of complete convenience for you. Now, as you connect people to DuePoint, some of them are going to want to become wealth engineers, as you did. Some of them are going to want to become wealth engineers. When they do, we allocate them to you, and your channel is born. These folk go out, they do the same thing, they talk to their friends. Some of those guys want to become wealth engineers, and we allocate them to you. And this repeats itself over and over and over again until you have penetrated the market for us into South Africa. And we come along as DuePoint, and we facilitate the purchase of our products throughout this channel. And your income is born. Now, what's very important to note, and we say this every night, is that we are not a get-rich-quick scheme. We're not a scheme or a shape or a scam of any sort. I still have people come and tell me, but maybe you are. Oh, my goodness, look at what we've put in place here. Do you think we did this for fun? No, this is a very serious business. Now, we don't just say it to defend ourselves. We actually say it as a warning to most people, because people want get-rich-quick schemes. This is something that we have discovered. We did not realize this at the beginning, but we have discovered that South Africans are desperate for get-rich-quick schemes. Folks, there is no such thing as a successful get-rich-quick scheme. You do not get to get rich off of it. Some other guy might, but not you. He just takes your money. In the real world, everything that is genuine needs to be earned. And it's exactly the same way here at DuePoint. If you are going to change your life completely with the DuePoint system, you're going to have to buy it. And you buy it not with rands and cents, you buy it with time and perseverance. I'm telling you now, it's going to take energy, it's going to take thought, you're going to have lots of disappointments. People you thought you could trust are going to be the first ones to let you down, etc., etc. But for those who persevere through all of that, who pay with time, we reward you in 2 different ways. The first way, folks, is through our returns program. Our returns program pays you 27.50 Rand every time somebody in your channel makes a product payment, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel that payment is made. So, for instance, imagine you went out and you spoke to a couple of your friends, a few of them became wealth engineers, paid for their products, you'd get 27.50 Rand multiplied by 200%. That's 55 Rand. 55 Rand every month for every product. So people often go, no, you just add people to DuePoint and they'll give you 55 Rand. No. If someone comes and takes 2 or 3 products, one person takes 2 or 3 products, you get 55 Rand for every product they take. Okay? So that's 165 Rand per person if they take all 3 of DuePoint's products. And they pay for them every month. Remember, debit order system, financial services products, you pay every month. It's not like, no, I paid once, so that's it. No, every month you will pay for the product. Every month that they do, you get 55 per product. Now, imagine these folk go out, they talk to a few more people, add them to it. These people make their debit order payments successfully. Again, you get 27.50 Rand multiplied by 200%, multiplied by the number of products each person has. But in this particular case, if they've got 1 product each, it's 55 Rand. You've been here for 5 minutes, you've put a handful of people in, and in this particular example, you're earning just under 1,000 Rand a month. Just under 1,000 Rand a month. Folks, that's crazy. You've only put a handful of people in. You've already got tangible income coming into our 12,000 Rand a year coming into your household now. But now, if you want to turn that into life-changing income, you're going to have to pay with that price of time and perseverance. But as you do, and as your channel grows beyond the second point, you earn on a diminishing rate down to the 8th point. But there's no limit to how much you can earn with the DuePoint system, none at all. From the 8th point on, you always get 4% of 27.50 Rand for every point that you qualified to earn on. How do you qualify to earn? Go and watch our training videos. YouTube is your friend. Like I said, if you've never been to YouTube, today is the day that you go there. And you will find all of our training videos there and on our smartphone app. If you've got it, watch the training video on how to qualify. It takes 6 minutes. I explain the entire system to you in 6 minutes. That's how complicated it is. All right? Go and do that, and you'll understand how to earn. Now, okay, fantastic. What does that actually translate into? Practically speaking, how much can I earn? Well, that's a question we asked ourselves because we knew you were going to ask us, and it's a question we can't really answer because it just depends on you. It totally depends on you. There's no guaranteed income here. There's only one guarantee I can give you. If you do nothing with the DuePoint tool, I guarantee you, you will earn nothing. That's the only guarantee I can give you. Everything else depends on you. So we got 20 years of data, we did a lot of maths on it, and we said, how do we give you conservative milestones, goals to work towards? And we came up with a growth rate formula we call the 3+2 growth rate formula. What it says is that in your first month, you've got to put 3 people in. You have to put 3 people in, not your channel, you. And every month thereafter, you have to put 2 people into your first point, onto your first point. So it's 1 person every 2 weeks on average. So there's 31 days in a month, and you've got to find 2 days. 2 days, that's it, out of 31, to find 2 people to put them in. Okay? If you can do that consistently and persistently over time, we believe the following milestones are quite reasonable. First of all, if you can do it for 6 months, we reckon you'll be on about 2,500 Rand a month. That's not major cash. For some of you, it could be quite life-changing. For others, it's like, It is 30,000 Rand a year that now comes in extra on top of your salary, reliably every month, even over Christmas. You know, my debit orders still run. They don't care about Christmas. They just run. So every month, you've now added 200, you've done it in 6 months. If you can do a year with us, plus two, working with your guys, we reckon you'll be on around about 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month. That's what we think is a reasonable estimate, 9,000 to 10,000 Rand in a year, 120,000 Rand. This time next year, your Christmas present for 2018 is an extra 10 grand every single month going forward. You know, I can stop the presentation there. If everybody in South Africa could get an extra 10,000 Rand a month, can you imagine what our economy would look like? Yeah? Can you imagine what it would look like? Well, the opportunity for you to get the 10,000 Rand is right there. Can you persist for a year? Oh, now that's the big question. Now, I know that many of you here this morning are already the choir, you know, singing to the choir, preaching to the choir. You're already committed. But can I tell you that for most people, they can't persevere. We don't have a lot of self-discipline as South Africans. We don't commit to stuff. It's too hard. It's taking too much. I'd rather not. I'd rather be lying on the couch. I'd rather be, you know, watching sport. I'd rather be talking to my family than doing something that changes my finances forever. Forever. Okay? If I said to you, here's the money. I put it on a table, 10,000 Rand. You can see the pile of money. I actually did this once before. It's amazing. When I put the 10,000 Rand, everybody sits up. They're all looking. It's 10,000 Rand a time. So I said, okay, no, you must just go find 2 people for me this month. Oh, no problem. Okay? But next month I take the 10,000 Rand away. I go, no, you're still going to get the 10,000 Rand, but you can't see it now. And I put it in here. Go find 2 people. No, it's so hard. I'm so tired. Folks, you have to picture it. It's on the table. Everything I'm going to talk about tonight is on the table waiting for you. You've just got to use your mental capacity to picture it. And not go, no, I'm too tired this morning. I can't. And it's just too hard. Everyone says no. My dad said no again. You know, you can't do that. You've got to persevere and push through. If you can, a year from now, you can reasonably expect to be getting about 9,000 to 10,000 Rand. If you can do 2 years with us, we reckon about 27,000 to 30,000 Rand a month. 30 grand a month. Most of you have not ever earned 30 grand a month. 2 years. Okay? If you can do 3 years, we reckon it's about 45,000 Rand a month, 50,000 Rand a month, hey? 600,000 a year. Think about what you can do with that. How much of your debt can you eliminate 3 years from now, just 3 years from now, not 3 months, not 3 weeks, and not 3 days, 3 years from now, can you commit? If you can picture not only on the table the money, but the eradication of the debt you're now suffering from, the fact that you'll never have to get debt again, ever. You want to buy a new car? No problem. 45,000, you can go get yourself a 911 Porsche. You can get yourself anything from a Porsche downwards without having to go into debt. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're in this position now where you are free financially 3 years. If you can do 4 years with us, we reckon you'll be on about 60,000 Rand a month. 60 grand, okay? And then if you can do 5 years with us, we reckon you'll be on about 80 to 100,000 Rand. Now, I have to ask you, can you imagine spending 100,000 Rand a month? It actually becomes quite difficult after a while. You have to become quite skilled at buying things, because quite quickly you run out of things to buy. Do you not? You run out of things to buy. Okay. Now, yes, that's great, and in your head you can picture it, but you've got to get there first. You've got to have done the 5 years, and for most people that's too long. It's too long and it's too far away. 5 years? But then I remind you, as I do every presentation, how many years you've wasted in your employment. You seem to have been happy to do that, though. I don't understand why. Why do you go every day? Why do you not go to your boss? This is taking too long. I'm out of here. I quit. Why don't you do that? No, we should have more writing and striking as a result. But then I say, no, can you do 5? Oh, 5 years is too long for me. It's too long for me. No, guys. If you are determined to change your future in a way you've never been able to before, and I am not in any way telling you this is going to be easy. Nope. This is going to be hard work for 5 years. But you've been doing hard work. You used to hard work. So what's the problem now? See what I'm saying? 5 years of hard work and you can change it. And you might be on 40 grand or you might be in 250,000 Rand. You're going to decide what that is. And we like looking at that every month. Every month we pull up a bunch of different people from around the country. You guys, some of you would know it already. Well, there's literally 60 or 70 of them now that we've put on stage over the last couple of years. But we've now got over 1,000 people earning at DuePoint. And so, we're pretty chuffed with what's happening out there. But looking at a few this month. Here's Joseph. You must see Joseph. He's a fantastic guy. Very understated, quiet guy. He's not like a powerhouse personality, just like slaying people. Everybody he talks to just immediately goes rank 9, in DuePoint. He's not like that. He's a quiet guy, and he works full time. And he said, how am I going to do it? I have to either build my own business to build my own freedom, or I've got to invest in somebody else's business, and I don't have the money or the time, and the risk is too great for me. And then he found DuePoint and he said, but this is how I do it. I still have my job, full-time all day, but I build my economic freedom, my financial freedom, through the DuePoint system. And in 5 months, May, he started in May. It's October. He started in May, okay? 9,700 Rand a month. So I said it would take a year to get to 9,000. He took 5 months. Then we've got Shadrach. You can see he's a player. He's a hustler. You can see the blue suit, player. Ladies, warning. Okay? But this guy's a machine. He's a machine. Down in Newcastle, Madadeni. He's not up here in Gauteng, It's not, you don't have to be in Gauteng. You don't need to be in America to use Uber. You don't have to be at this office to use DuePoint. He's building it around the country. He's already got 5 provinces live. Channels of people growing in 5 provinces he's already got. And he, after 6 months, is on 12,888 Rand. Hey? 6 months, that's half. He should be on 2,500. He's broken my maths. He should be on 2,500. And then we've got Nompilo. Nompilo comes from the retirement village of South Africa. Port Shepstone. What the hell happens in Port Shepstone? Nompilo happens in Port Shepstone. Joined us 5 months ago. 5 months ago, 15,000 Rand a month. In 5 months. Now, don't get too excited. Because you might not have the connections, the skills, the network that this lady has. And the biggest problem we're finding right now is people get to like month 5 and they're not on 15,000 Rand. And they go, this is nonsense. I quit. But after 5 months, you should be on about 2,000 Rand. So if you're on 2,000 Rand after 5 months, you are on track. The fact that you didn't shoot the lights out like Nompilo does not mean you quit. Your financial freedom comes in time and perseverance. And each one of you will do it differently. Some will do it fast, some will do it slowly. You cannot quit in the process because you're not keeping up with someone else. This business is not about someone else, it's about you at the end of the day. We got Zongeziwe, Zibo. You must know how long it took me to practice that name. Huh? I have to know this lady. I have to know this lady because she is going crazy at DuePoint. KZN, she's like you guys, not from Gauteng. 6 months, 5 months really, 25,000 Rand. 25,000 Rand channel, that's what she's got. And I met her, she's only about this big. Only about this big. And she's a powerhouse. Powerhouse developing a new economic future for herself with you. You will decide what you do with it. You will. And you cannot quit if you're not keeping up with her. You keep up with yourself in the system. You can go to our YouTube channel, folks. We've got all the testimonies in there. All of them, 60, 70 people that have got on the stage and said, this is how I'm using the returns program at DuePoint to change my future. Go and watch them, get comfortable with it, understand it, use their suggestions to build a better future for yourself. All right, that's the first way you earn in the DuePoint system. The second way you earn with the DuePoint system is through our XP Rewards training program. Our training program is designed to take you from beginner to expert. So even if you don't know how to do this business, we teach you how to do it. Now, this is where you guys have got to get serious again about your IT and computer skills. The program is on your app and on our website. If you've never been to our website, it's time to go there. If you've never been to a website, it's definitely time to start getting trained up. Okay? Our website, DuePoint.net, contains everything about DuePoint, including our entire training program. When you complete the steps in our training program, and you would have seen, I think some of you would have seen, if you've got the WhatsApp groups, you would have seen we've added another step, another 3 steps, in fact, to our training program. Very exciting stuff you can do. And when you complete them, we give you XP. And when we give you XP, you gain momentum and experience with us here at DuePoint. XP is not worth any rands and cents. If anybody told you XP is worth something, it's not. It's a measure of your experience with us. But in our training program, as you gain experience and your channel grows and you meet the 2 criteria, we rank you up. And when we rank you up, we reward you. In the beginning, a little bit of cash because you need the cash. We all need the cash. We rank you up, we get you going. Then as you get a little bit more serious and your channel a bit bigger, well, so does the cash that we reward you with. It gets quite serious. Okay? Then from about rank 5, we start to reward you with tools that we know you need to accelerate the growth of your channel. We start at rank 5, we give you an imported lightning memory stick, plugs into every single electronic device. It's got all of our downloads, testimonies, tools, everything you need to be building your channel here and connecting people to DuePoint with. At rank 7, we give you a 12,500 Rand set of imported business cards, gold gilded, gold printed, custom made for you. There's a bunch of people here today with these cards. Find them. Go and have a look at that card. They'll let you look at it. You won't be able to touch it, but you can look at it and see what it looks like. Or you can look in our glass cabinet and what a 12,500 Rand set of business cards look like. It's a powerful tool in building your channel. Then at rank 9, for those that persevere through time, guys, do not expect to go rank 9. I'm sure Rob told you earlier, in 3 months. You won't get there. The record is 5 months. The fastest guy ever in DuePoint's history was 5 months. So you cannot expect to go, hey, they're going in December, 60 days, I'll be there. Look, you can prove me wrong, but I'm telling you that the statistics and the odds are lying in my favor right now. Time, perseverance, and you will get to rank 9. At rank 9, we take you and your family away on a 1-week, 5-star business class holiday every year for the rest of your life, as long as you maintain your channel size with us. Every year for the rest of your life, as long as you maintain your channel size with us. I mean, are you kidding me? Okay? Is that not worth pushing past the first 90 days where everyone wants to quit? Is that not worth putting the time in you feel you don't have? Is that not worth the perseverance to rank 9? Now, at DuePoint, there's no starting from scratch at the beginning of each year like these offshore companies. No, folks, you growing a channel, accumulating size channel. What you do in the next 60 days between now and the end of December will be the starting position you start with on the 1st of January next year, which means you're that much closer. You're 2 months closer to rank 9. You build next year, slowly, medium, quickly, depends on who you are and your circumstances. The end of next year, you're that much closer to rank 9. You will get there. Those who persevere will ultimately go rank 9. They will. It's a definite. Those who quit will never get there. But those who persevere will get there. It's guaranteed. But you're going to have to put years in. Years and years and years. If you're busy and don't have time, it's going to take years. But when you get there, it's booked in for the rest of your life, as long as you maintain your channel size. I mean, come on. What a gift. Now, we are going in about 50 days' time. We're going over New Year's Eve this year. You can see we go at the best times of the year too. This is not a junky, cheap version. This is the real deal, like everything at DuePoint. We're going to Mauritius this year. We're going to one of the finest hotels. And because you're not coming, we thought we'd better show you. We better show you. So at least you can see it. And then maybe next year you can come and join us. This is where we're going, ladies and gentlemen.
All of your wind has gone, and all of the paths you've drawn have sunk to the ocean sun where no one can see. You stand, don't let the dark embrace, cower the dreams you chase under the rust and blood. Don't let yourself give up.
Book my ticket! Okay, good. I'm taking a mental picture of all your faces. I want to make sure you're still here to live up to this promise that you're making me now. We got 2 planes full of people that are coming with us this year. You can be with us next year. You can be on the next one. It's there for you. Whatever you build in the next 60 days is a chunk that gets you that much closer to rank 9 for next year. So don't waste the next 60 days. Don't go, oh, it's the end of the year, I'm tired now. No, it's 2 months towards rank 9 that you don't have next year if you don't use them now. All right, at rank 11, you get another very useful tool, your own car. It's not branded, it's not financed through us, it's not rented through us, we don't give it to you and take it away. I've heard of that, sounds like Chinese torture. No, we give it to you and we expect you to use it to build your freedom with us here at DuePoint. And then every month we run what we call our wealth quests. Our wealth quests are little pieces of training that allow you to complete certain criteria. Everyone who completes the criteria are equipped with tools. And over a period of a year, you can build an entire toolkit of things you can use to grow your channels here at DuePoint, because every month the tool is different that you're rewarded with. So for some months it's iPads, other months iPhones, smart TVs, cash, data, Wi-Fi routers, all those things. This month it's an Apple iPhone, a real Apple iPhone, brand new in the box, ready for you. What do you got to do to get the phone? You need to put 7 people on your first point, not 2. 2 was my conservative milestone. I want people on fire for this business. Can you put 7 people in? If you can put them in and get 2 qualified, go and watch the training video on how to get people qualified. 2 qualified and everyone paid by the end of the month. You get an Apple iPhone, your own personal one, and 2,000 bonus XP. Then if you are a wealth engineer and you've previously had wealth engineers who've cancelled their membership with us here at DuePoint, if you can get them to reinstate as wealth engineers again and pay by the end of the month, 3 of them will give you an extra bonus 3,000 Rand in cash. So it's Apple iPhone, 2,000 XP and 3,000 Rand in cash. That's just this month's Wealth Quest. Next week, 1st of November, brand new Wealth Quest. Brand new. Okay? And we've got to get that one cracking. So get ready, get the bit done. If you need the phone, get it done, wealth engineers. You've got like a couple of days left, 4 days left. Get the work done, get it in, and that Apple iPhone is yours. All right, so people say to me, where do you get all the money for this? How does the maths work? It's very simple. In the traditional space, we spend all of our money on advertising. Hundreds of millions every year in every form of advertising we can think of. How do we pay for that? We build it into your product prices. When you buy a funeral plan, when you pay for your banking fees, if you buy car insurance, anything like that, the advertising expense is built into the product price you pay every single month. Now, the exact same thing happens here at DuePoint. The only difference is we do no advertising. You're never going to see DuePoint anywhere outside of these presentations because we use you to connect us to people. You do the connection for us. And therefore, all that money that we would have spent on SABC and DSTV and all of those guys, it's now available for you and your channels. That's the basics of the mechanics of the maths that we use here. We as DuePoint come along. We do the sales leg. We come along now to your channels and we distribute 3 products into those channels. The first one is our Access Wealth Plan, which is in fact 2 individual separate independent products. The first one, for 299 Rand a month, you get both. The first one is your very own tax-free investment account. It's an investment account, not a savings account. This is not a bank. You don't get interest on it. You don't get a set return. You now become investors. We take 100 Rand of the 299. We put it in the investment account, and it is invested into the stock exchange. But there's no time frames or waiting periods on this account. If you need the money, you can pull it immediately. No waiting periods, no penalties, no restrictions. So it's still an account that can be used, okay? But it is one that goes into the stock exchange of South Africa. Then you get 110,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover from our Constantia personal accident cover product. 110,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. This means that if you die from an accident, your beneficiaries get your investment into the estate and 110,000 Rand. Now, the second product is our Wealth Guard product. It's 274 Rand a month, and for 274 Rand a month, you get 1.1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. No waiting periods, no deferred benefit periods, no maximum age limits, no medical examinations or declarations. It is immediately available. You're under immediate cover after your first payment of 274 Rand. Now, guys, this is accident-only cover. It is not funeral cover or life cover that has illness or natural causes in it. No, because when we do that, we start conflicting with our primary objective. Our primary objective is putting income in the hands of South Africans. If I start including illness and natural causes cover in any of our products, half of South Africa cannot be part of DuePoint. They've got STDs, AIDS, cancer, hypertension, diabetes, or can't cover you. I'm sorry. And so what we have done is we've made a product that every single South African, no matter what their circumstances, can take and be undercover with. That's why we've done it. Then our third product, our Wealth Points Buyers Club. 274 Rand a month to be a member of our Buyers Club, and you get access to a whole list of our supplies. The value of these supplies is incalculable. There we go. There is so many. We've got discounts in there, price vouchers, account managers, packages, across all sorts. Some give discounts. Some have corporate account managers that get you the best rates. Some is buy one, get one free. Sometimes you stay one night at a hotel, they give you another one free. Your wife comes, you go free, etc., etc. We've got groceries in there, Eagle Ford, motor vehicles, entertainment, travel, hair products and salons. We've got it all built in there, and for 274 Rand, you can get to use them all. And so I actually encourage you this Saturday. We've got a bunch of our suppliers coming in. They're going to be here at the head office. If there's any chance you can make it, I'd encourage you, wherever you are, to be here on Saturday morning. We're going to have them here. You can talk to them. We've got Love Hair coming. Love Hair does like everything. If it's got hair, they do it, okay? Like seriously, from like massaging to hair to nails to skin to everything. They're going to be here. They give us lots of discounts across theirs. They're going to be here. We've got FHM training that's going to be here. They're a nationwide training system that you can come and get 50% off the price of their normal rates with us. And I think we've got, we've got a whole bunch of them. I've got to just remember which ones are in, which ones are not. Anyway, come on Saturday and you'll find the suppliers and be able to talk to them even further. So folks, that's DuePoint. You have survived it. You survived the presentation. Now we lock the doors and you have to make a decision. All right? And we don't open the door until you have to make a decision. Are you going to become a wealth engineer or not? Well, actually the decision is more, are you going to start changing the way you think about generating income in your life? Well, nobody's going to make you quit your job. Yeah, I've said that. You don't have to. Life is not changing because you become a wealth engineer. You just have an extra tool in your hands when you leave here today that you're now able to leverage your time. That little bit of time that right now is going to potato chips and French fries, that time can now go to generating you income. That's the decision. If you want to become a wealth engineer with us this evening, it's very simple. This evening, today. Take out your smartphones or tablets, connect into our free Wi-Fi, use our iPads outside, or go to DuePoint.net, the website, click the apply button, fill the form out, you're a wealth engineer. No money having parted from your hands today, and you can start building your channel instantaneously. If you're serious about this business, folks, we've got all the tools, and for you guys who are up from the Free State, today is your chance to get it without courier fees, okay? Go to the information counter, get the tools. We've got our memory sticks with the presentations on. Battery packs for phones that keep dying. There isn't a presentation that passes where someone's phone doesn't die. Get the battery pack. The business cards. You don't have to wait for the 12,500 Rand set. You can get a 500 pack right now. We'll custom make one for you. It's not going to cost you 12,500 Rand. Come and get those cards. We've got all the other bits and pieces, and we've got the pins for those of you who are earning. For those of you who are earning, who earn money already and are rank 1 or above, go and get the pin. Put it on. You're now demonstrating to people that the system works. You're actually getting the income in. Don't walk out of here today without a pin. And if you're around the country, go to info@DuePoint.net, send an email, and we'll get you this stuff to you. You need it. These are tools for people who are serious about building their channels. Guys, we want you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's free to subscribe. Don't let anybody fool you that it costs. It doesn't. You go to YouTube, you search DuePoint, you click subscribe. When you do that, on your phone, you'll be alerted every time we go live and every time we add a video. It is your most powerful tool and your #1 connection to us at DuePoint. Make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. Then download the app. We've discussed it a little bit this morning already. Get the app. Go to Google's Play Store, or go to Apple's iStore. Search DuePoint, find the app, download it. It's free, and if you use our Wi-Fi here, it's even free on the data side. Get it onto your phones. It plugs you into your channel in real time. In real time, you can see what's going on. Your tools are there. Your training, most importantly, your training is on that app. Go to the training, watch the training, and your personal details and documentation are all on that app, so make sure you get it. If you get the app, make sure you take a profile pic of yourself. You go to your name at the top left, click the name, click the profile picture, take a picture of yourself. Do you see a nice one? Neck and head, okay, not like just the head and neck. Put it in. When you do, you get 1,000 XP. That's the amount of XP you need for rank 1. You already got it by just taking a profile pic. Guys, make sure you do that if you download the app today. So let's temper ourselves. Let's just slow it down a little bit. We get super excited about DuePoint, and then we go out and do it all wrong. There's a code of conduct. I want you to read it when you fill out the application form. Understand what you're contracting for, what you can and can't do. But if you forget everything, there's just 5 things I want you to remember. Firstly, let's start with this end. Do not become a wealth engineer if you cannot afford to become one. There are costs involved. Data, connecting with people, transport, lights, water, electricity. There's going to be costs involved. If you've got no money, this is going to make things worse. Don't become a wealth engineer. Don't become a wealth engineer if you do not have access to the internet, or don't know how to use a computer, or don't have a smartphone. DuePoint is online. This is the only thing that is not online right now. Is the few of you sitting in this room here with me today. Everything else exists out there on the internet. That's where there's no paper application forms, there's no paper brochures or gazebos, or all online. All online, ladies and gentlemen. And so you need to have access to the internet and a smartphone to do this business. And then if you struggle with transport, if you can't move to people, if you can't connect with people, then you can't do this business. It's not for you. You need to make a different solution in your life. But if you can, and you do become a wealth engineer, then the number one thing I don't ever want you to do ever, and this has been a little bit of a problem in the Free State, so we're going to fix it right here today. Do not ever fill the form out on behalf of someone else. I see the guilty looks already. It is an act of fraud. It is a criminal offense to do it. I don't know if you knew that, but it is. That application form has in it terms and conditions that you have to sign. I agree to do the following as a wealth engineer. There is terms and conditions of the products. I agree to the terms and conditions of the product. I give you authority to debit my bank account. How can you fill that form out on behalf of somebody else? How can you make those promises on behalf of somebody else? No, folks. Never again fill out the form on behalf of someone else. Everyone must fill it out themselves. And if they go, I don't know how to use a computer, they are the wrong people for your channel because they cannot grow your channel then. This is completely online. Find the right people, the people who have no problem filling the form out on their own iPhone even better, or smartphone. That's what you want in your channel today. And then number 3, do not add direct family members to your channel. If they live in the same house as you, they can't be in your channel. Husbands and wives work on one W number. If your kids and family live outside your house in different provinces, that's fine. You can sign them up. But no in the house direct family members into your channel, please. And then, folks, don't run out of here now all excited and start your own DuePoint Facebook page. DuePoint Free State, DuePoint Bloemfontein, DuePoint Help Desk. No, you are not to DuePoint, and we contract you out of it. Our code of conduct says you may not advertise. Don't advertise DuePoint anywhere. Our products, I know. No, use your own Facebook pages to engage people with DuePoint, your personal one. I've just become a wealth engineer at DuePoint. I'm so excited. Great, no problem. You know, I just being made rank 2, and I got paid from DuePoint. That's fine. But DuePoint Bloemfontein is not fine. You can't do it, and we will find you, and we'll make you close it down. It's a miserable, miserable experience, and it makes your life hell until that page comes down. So don't do that. And then lastly, folks, don't send your leads up here to us and get us to look after them. We have this offer. No, my uncle from Kroonstad sent me here. Now what? And we're like, I don't know. That's not our job. Your leads are your leads. If you've got someone in Joburg you want to send here and you're not here, make sure you've got someone else you've already signed up. Come with them. Okay? They're your responsibility, not ours. And don't broadcast your W number out to the world and hope people will sign up. They're not going to do that. In fact, what that does is it makes you look like everything else. And we are not like everything else. So just take responsibility for you guys. But you guys do know what to do. And we're very serious about what we're going to do here. Now, this Saturday morning, we've got some serious training that we're doing. Once a month, we do our development seminars. They are recorded and put onto your app, so you can see all of them from the past. But we've got a serious one happening this weekend. Rob's going back to basics. He's got a fantastic dev seminar we've done in KZN and in the East London over the last 2 months. And everyone was so blown away by it, they begged us to do it here. So we're doing it here. We're going to record it. It's called Back to Basics. It starts at 9 o'clock here on Saturday morning. If you're coming to attend, make sure you book your ticket. Not because it costs anything, but because there's going to be no seats. Okay, make sure you book, and you come nice and early. We start 9 o'clock sharp, and we're 1 hour. Rob's going to be taking it away on that morning. I'm very excited about it. I think it's going to be one of the most valuable training sessions you can have. Of course, it's going out live. So all of you guys out in the Free State and KZN and East London, Western Cape, tune in live on Saturday morning. Make sure you get the most out of this training session. Guys, 35 days to the end of November. That's all we got, and then it's December. You can grow in December. We're going to be talking about how you do that when we do our next dev seminar end of November. But can I tell you, it is much, much harder than growing in November when everybody's panicking about money for Christmas. It's a good, easy conversation. Are you worried about money for Christmas? Yes, click DuePoint video. That's what you got to do. We got 35 days. We cannot afford to wait any longer. If you are not active yet as a wealth engineer, what number would you like to see on the screen before you become active? 10 days? 5 days? That said 90 5 minutes ago. It said 90 days. I mean, do you remember, guys? And it's like, 30 days left. There's no time left. We have got to get really, really serious. Wherever you are in the country today, just picture the 15th or 16th or 17th of December, somewhere around there. I think there's a weekend around there, where we make our payment. a week before Christmas, you get the money in your account. Is that not going to make the Christmas this year that much better? Or you can get nothing. You can get no SMS, no money, because you did nothing. Do you see what I'm saying? Let's make the next 34 days amazing. Let's make them amazing for you. Yes, this is not a non-profit organization. I'd like it to be amazing for me too, please. But it's amazing. This is the great thing about this business. If it's amazing for me, you've heard Rob's joke. If you work really hard, I can buy another Lamborghini next year. That's not how this works. Where you work hard in DuePoint, you share in the success. That's the wonder of this business. And we've got 34 days to do it. Guys, if you've got questions and concerns, come and talk to me and the team or your lead wealth engineers. And guys, or email info@DuePoint.net. That's it. That's DuePoint. It's Friday. I'm fired up. I'm hoping you're fired up. We'll see you guys all outside. Thanks for tuning in live today, guys.